Before we get absolutely shit-faced, I'd like to remind everybody that this podcast contains two very pissed-up gays with their opinions, rants and raves in life, and overall explicit content which we know you will love. Everybody and anyone is welcome to this podcast, so strap yourselves in, pour yourself a large one, down it just like us, and pour another, and let's get this going and read between the wines. Well, I feel like a fucking idiot in this outfit, if I'm really honest.
It's festive.
I don't like Christmas.
Well, it is Christmas. There's no denying the fact.
I hate Christmas.
There's no denying the fact.
But if I must be festive for this fucking podcast, I insist on a gay hat.
I've enforced a Santa hat onto Ronnie.
This would have been a really good hat for one of the very early episodes where we talked about fucking Santa in the car.
We could.
Now, I could have worn this, and then it would have worked.
Well,
but we're here.
Maybe we'll revisit these episodes one day. 22
episodes later, I'm here in a Santa hat. But it is the first December podcast.
It is.
We have been away for a little bit.
I'm
going to be honest, we're struggling to keep life together with this podcast and everything that comes with life. So we have debated whether to do this every 2 weeks. However, people have chased us for this episode, so I don't think the 2 weeks is going to work.
Yeah.
Which means we've got to make it work.
We'll make it work.
So we'll make it work. So yeah, I know these podcasts have been few and far between at the moment.
Although I'm guessing we will do a Christmas break.
Well, do we do a Christmas break?
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know because everyone's at home, so will they listen? They want to listen, right?
That's a good point.
Listen, we're trying to make fucking money here.
We gotta milk these bitches.
Yeah, let's not bother. Let's just Fucking hell. Right, well anyway, gay Santa hat. And I've got purple hair.
Yeah, another colour change.
Another colour change. Can't see it though because I've got the hat on, but it's not been without its dramas.
Well, it makes people tune in next week, doesn't it?
Well, or go to the TikTok page when we eventually pull our finger out of that as well and start fucking posting.
Yeah, but life has been
challenging. There's challenging. That's a nice way of putting it. But anyway, enough about that. What's new?
What is new?
Beyonce movie release.
Beyonce
I think it's the first thing we need to talk about. I'm fucking so happy about this.
Yeah.
So fucking happy about this. It was incredible.
Yeah, we went to see it opening weekend, naturally.
It was incredible. Free posters. I got drunk. Of course. Started singing my life away.
And it's crazy because we'd seen the show so many times, but I don't know, it was really good to watch the movie. Yeah. It was nice. And I like the little interviews and the bits in between. You know, the props to all the cast involved.
Do you know what? I've just realised we're filming this. We've not even got our earphones on, our headphones on. Look, how bad is that?
Let's bring this back in.
Look, you can tell we've not done this for a while. Fucking hell. Anyway, we're back. Can't hear ourselves. Probably fucked up the first bit of the podcast, but fine, we're here. But yeah, Beyonce concert, incredible.
Yeah, Beyonce
film, incredible. I feel like it's the weekend of women. A week of women. Girls Aloud. We need to talk about.
We did.
Girls
Yeah,
Aloud.
excellent. Yeah.
Managed to nab those tickets.
Exactly. Yeah. Pre-sale. We managed to get in the pre-sale.
So excited about that as well.
It wasn't quite as tense and stressful as the Beyonce as the Renaissance tickets were, but
no,
it had its own.
It wasn't as stressful as the Renaissance concert, but it was still a tad tense trying to get those tickets. But we got them, so fantastic.
Yeah.
And our favourite podcasters in the whole fucking world, apart from ourselves, has just announced that they're going back to the Palladium.
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll be there again.
We will be there. That's on you, that one. I mean, I managed to nab the Girls Aloud tickets, but you managed to nab Luana at the Palladium.
Indeed.
Which I'm so fucking excited about.
Last one was so good.
It was so good, and I've already started planning my outfit. I want to make, like Christmas lights. You know the ones that you can battery operated lights. I want to sew a Luana into the back of my t-shirt and put it on so it lights up, and then because we're quite close to the front, I'm just going to turn around.
Nice.
They're going to love it.
There we go. You heard it here first, Louisa and Anna.
They actually have listened to a tiny bit of this podcast. I can't say that they've listened to the whole fucking series, but Anna did say it was funny.
There we go.
There we go. Fucking sweating in this hat. It's going to sweat off my purple hair.
I mean, don't feel like you have to keep it on the whole time. We've done the...
We're here now.
We're living for it. We're living for it.
Anyway, also, I feel like we need to massively say a massive shout out to Jack and Dan at Dan Granger's hairdressing.
Absolutely.
Another thing off the bucket list for me. I've always wanted to go to that salon and I've always wanted Dan Granger to touch my hair.
Yeah.
He hasn't quite touched it yet. He shook my hand, but he will be touching it.
Indeed.
Dan Granger will be touching me on the 10th of January.
Put it in your diaries, folks.
Yeah.
It's a momentous
Oh no,
day.
if anyone follows me on Instagram will see that I'll share the shit out of that. So yeah. And Jack is the most nicest guy I've ever met in my life.
To the two of them have been absolutely amazing.
And we can't wait to go back. We won't say why.
No.
We're there. Well, people obviously can gather that we're there for something to do with hair, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
with a bit of a transformation. But yeah, I can't fucking wait. That was like one of the nicest men I've ever met in my life.
Two of them, fantastic.
Both of them, of course,
so friendly.
Of course. But
all the staff.
Obviously, I've followed Dan for a long time. I really admire his work. I fucking adore his work. But I've never met Jack before.
Yeah.
And he made us feel so welcome, so at ease. It was well worth the 3-hour drive there and the 4 fucking hour drive on the way back.
Yeah, completely.
But it was worth it. And he's such a nice guy. And he subscribed.
Did he? Oh, excellent.
He did subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah, he did.
He
did.
He scanned the QR code.
He did.
He whipped out your trusty QR code, which I always forget to fucking do.
Come and ask me if you see me out on the streets. I have a QR code.
Yeah, it's Christmas season. We're handing them out to everyone.
And absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, I fucking hate Christmas. I really do. I really fucking hate Christmas. And you know what I hate more than anything is Christmas shopping.
I guess this comes to rants, right?
Well, it's a bit of a rant, I suppose. But we went to Bluewater the other night. Obviously, Bluewater is our nearest shopping centre with Belle.
Yeah.
To take Belle shopping and to get some bits for her. And I hate shopping at the best of times, and I hate people at the best of times.
You get the worst kind of people in shopping centres as well.
What I fucking hate is, and I said this to you yesterday, so I'm going to say it again, is why do they put signs for the layout of the shop and the navigation of the shop at the start of the fucking escalators where people stop to look to see where they need to fucking go, and then it just causes fucking traffic. I swear I need to punch someone out.
That's so true.
Oh, it fucks me off.
They really didn't think about the layout. That's awful. Yeah, it is. You get such like congestion in the worst possible place.
Fucking pisses me off. I want to headbutt every single one of them fucking arseholes that stand there. Also, look beforehand. If you've been to Bluewater before, like, it really fucking annoys me. Also, there should be some at the front. I don't know if there is some at the front because I never pay attention. I only pay attention when people are in my fucking way. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit of an ick of mine.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's a bit like all the people when you get onto the tube platform, they stand at the first part of the train you get
Cunts.
to. Yeah.
Oops. We have to bleep that. Do we have to bleep that out? We've not bleeped it out up until now. We probably should.
Everything there's a disclaimer at the front, and that covers us for all possibilities. Libel.
Yeah. We should apologise at the start of every episode as well. But anyway, so icks, that is an ick of mine.
Yeah.
And I suppose being the festive season, I mean, it's not all fun and games for me. So I thought, you thought actually. Yeah. You did your research for this
Indeed,
this week.
Today, yeah.
Icks,
ticks and nitpicks.
Yeah. In not only the gay world, but just in general. Right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because we all have them. Like, everyone has them. And whether we admit them or not, there's these little things that either, like, massive red flags, things we want in friends, partners, family members, dogs.
I feel like with me though, I'm just looking to find an ick in someone. It's like, you could be the nicest person in the world, but I will find something that I don't like, and I will fucking tell you. And I love it when people look at me. Obviously, if they listen to this podcast, they now know that I'm not always friendly and nice. But when people know me outside of this and don't listen to the podcast, and people say, "Oh my god, like, I can't imagine you saying things like that." Well, you don't know me enough, then, do you? Because everything pisses me off.
Tune into 22 episodes of Really Between
the Also, just tune in to this fucking podcast and you'll see what I'm like. This isn't a show. I mean, this is a show, but I'm not a show. I genuinely find fault in everything. So look at it this week. This was not a hard one for me.
Yeah.
To find things that piss me off.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
I suppose. Do you like what are yours, or do you have any?
I definitely have some icks. Like, I mean, I guess in terms of, if we're talking about partners, I can't stand smokers. Smokers for me is a massive red flag. Like, no. Because the smell of them hangs around. The smell of smoke hangs around.
I once was contacted on Grindr by a guy that asked me if I wanted to suck him off while he was smoking a cigar. And I was like, what the... Have I said this on this podcast before? I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he was like, no, I'm just really into smoking a cigar with a man between my legs. I'm like, well, you can get the fuck off of out of this conversation, because I don't like smoking either. I'm with you on that one. But to want to have head off someone while you're smoking a cigar, there's got to be something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking weird.
That is weird.
So I was like, no, I don't like smoking, and no, I don't want to suck you off. Also, he was fucking pig as well. Gross. When I say pig, I just mean gross. Like, he'd sent photos like of him smoking a cigar, and he just looked like a fucking lech. And I was like, nah.
There's something about cigar smokers, you just imagine them to be like slightly overweight or massively
like a Colombian drug dealer or something.
Sometimes,
no, this guy was just this really like big ginger guy with a moustache that just really liked smoking, and he like sent so many selfies of him smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, or a cigar, and I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. Like,
I mean, to be fair, I thought that was going to get a lot worse, because I thought he was going to ask you to blow smoke rings into his arsehole.
Oh.
Could you? I mean, I'm sure there are people who ask.
I think I would prefer that, to be honest. I mean, like, I would prefer that. But I'm not about to be with someone that fucking smokes. I was not going to be giving head to anyone that smokes a fucking cigar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you on smoking.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's loads of others, like, just... And there's a lot of, like, really common ones as well, aren't there? Like, being rude to waiters and shopping staff. And
I mean, I can't relate to that being an ick, because I am always rude. So...
But I don't know. I wouldn't say that's a major ick. Like, it depends what the cause of that is. Like, if they're just automatically going to be snobby and think, oh, you're basically my servant, which I don't think
that sounds hot.
Sex slave. I didn't say sex slave.
What about sex icks though? Sex icks? Is that
sex icks?
Sex icks.
I mean, the massive one really is just a bit of cleanliness. Like, being a bit... I don't mind hair, but I don't like really hairy people. Like, if it's just like, if you're gonna be pulling out
like some 70s like bush.
Yeah, if you're gonna be pulling out pubes for about 2 weeks later, then
it's like
exactly. I'm not a cat. I don't have a fur ball.
Midway through giving head, 1 minute. Oh yeah. Oh god, no, I don't like that either. That's disgusting.
Too much. So bit of tidiness, bit of cleanliness. Wash. Have a wash.
I wouldn't even say that's an ick though. I would say that's just being polite and kind to clean up your fucking your crutch before you whip it out. Like, that's disgusting.
But then I'm sure there were people, like, there's a massive thing about people wanting you to be like sniffing their dirty jock straps.
Oh, that's gays, isn't it?
Yeah,
some gays. I know a few people like that.
Yeah, and so like that is all part of that weird hygiene, like lack of hygiene, which...
You know what is an ick of mine? And this isn't related to hygiene, but I think I said it before, but not about an ick, but guys that post pictures of their dogs on social media, but really that dog is between your crutch and you want him to see your crutch. I don't want to see it. I'd rather look at your little sausage dog. And when I say little sausage dog, I mean the dog, which is probably bigger than your little sausage. I can't stand it when they do it.
Yeah.
I unfollow someone as soon as they post a picture of anything. It could be their dog, it could be what they're watching on TV, it could be anything, but really their intention behind those photos is because they want you to look at their bulge. That's it.
Yeah.
You're unfollowed in my world. I just don't like that at all. It drives me crazy. I'm like, stop being a fucking dickhead. No one wants to see your fucking cock.
Pictures are massive things, because like obviously now in the world of dating that we're in, where it's all like online and through apps, and it's, let's be honest, people pick each other through pictures first and foremost before anything else. And so when you're picking a picture, like all these stereotypes of like in your speedos
or shirtless photos
next to a car, or no one gives a shit.
I don't want to see it. But talking of like, yeah, you're right, with dating and everything is online now, but that's another thing that I fucking hate. When I was like looking for dates and stuff back in the day, and I like did venture on Hinge and Tinder, when I saw that there was an option for a voice note on your profile, that really fucking rubbed me up the wrong way. And I was like, if you've got one of those on your social media, I don't want to know. And it's always these cringy fucking voices. Yeah. Like, I saw one and he was just doing accents. Like, his best party trick was accents. And it was fucking tragic.
Can I guess which accents? Did he do Borat?
Oh, I didn't really. I didn't get that far into it. Probably.
That's a no. That's
the
an
sort
ick.
of person I just don't want to be around.
That is an ick.
Fucking accents on your dating profile. Get a fucking life.
Yeah.
Seriously. But yeah, photos and things like that. Plant dads. Plant dads is another one. I can't stand people like that. Why? You're not. It's a plant.
Yeah.
It's a plant. Why in their social media they write plant dad? I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Oh God, it's a plant. It's a plant. Dog dad, I can half understand, right? I've got 2 dogs. I'm not their dad, right? They're my pet, but they are family. I ain't writing in my social media, dad to Brody and Bo.
Exactly,
Off. I'm dad to my 12-year-old daughter, right?
Exactly.
Not to a dog. But plant dads.
Yeah, it's another one. It's just not the thing.
I mean, like, if I go onto your social media or we go out on a night out and we link up and then I look on your Instagram and you've got plants on there, I'm sorry. It's just never going to work. I hate plants. What's the point? Yeah. They're good for the garden. Yeah. They're good for the garden. They look nice in the garden. Not palming it off as one of your children.
No.
I can't stand it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I told you this wouldn't be hard for me to find a few icks. I told you it'd be fucking easy. I don't know, I'd like thinking of gay icks in particular though. It's a hard one. And you could say the classic things like people that don't douche properly, the cliche things. But I just think that they're,
like you said, that's just
again, it's just common like
decency.
Courtesy.
Yeah, exactly.
I just fucking make sure.
Yeah.
I tell you what I don't like is sexy or what can appear to be sexy voice notes and things like that in the early days. That's a big ick on mine. I don't want to hear you talking dirty. Don't send me that fucking voice note. If you send me a voice note of you talking dirty, I don't want to be with you. I don't even I will lose a hard on like that if you send me a voice note of you talking dirty, because it's fucking cringe.
Yeah, it is cringe. It is cringe.
I want to do this to you. I can't wait to
destroy your home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's just so unimaginative. Like, there's nothing sexy about it. There's nothing sexy about those.
No, not at all. It's fucking tragic.
Yeah.
But I suppose there are people out there that like it, but I don't like it. I don't want that.
Just say something sweet. Say something nice.
I'd rather someone say, do you know what would charm me in the bedroom? Not sending me a dirty sexual voice note, telling me they got a nice glass of Bollinger in the fridge waiting for me. Tell me they got a wine rack. Or do you want to come round and look at my wine rack? That's what's going to get me hard. Not sexy talking about your fucking hard small penis. Tell me about your wine collection. Tell me about your champagne collection. Send me a photo of you next to a bottle of champagne. That's what's going to get me around your ass. You want to send me a saucy voice note? Tell me what fucking bolly you've got downstairs.
There we
Tell
go.
me how long you've had it.
Yeah.
Is it fucking vintage? That's what's getting me going.
Well, if Bollinger were listening, anyone from Bollinger is listening and want to sponsor this podcast.
Yeah. See? Bollinger gets me a hard on. Can't help it. Oh God. Well, anyway, yeah. I suppose there's about weird ones, like weird and uncommon. I suppose if it's an uncommon one, I don't have any really uncommon ones. I don't know any.
I can't think of anything that is particularly strange or unusual. Like,
and if I did have a weird ick or an uncommon ick, I probably wouldn't be in a rush to disclose that because it's probably weird, probably uncommon. So, I don't know. Yeah,
just like present yourself well. Have a bit of a personality.
Clean your fucking balls before you come round.
Balls in your feet, and we're good. Like, I'll talk to you. I won't guarantee I'll put out, but
Bollinger over ballbags. That's all I've got to say.
Cheers to that.
Right? Yes. Oh, but yeah. Well, socks and sandals. I don't like that. That's an ick for me as well.
Oh, yeah. Sandals, flip flops in general. I think those are all just a bit.
Or, it's not so much the flip-flop that bothers me, it's when British people do it. I don't mind. If it's a really hot Italian man walking along the road in flip-flops and a nice tan, I get it. Or if it's a hot Australian dude. When it's like Stan from the round the corner that's going round, with his shorts on and he's like English fucking bulldog tattoo going around to collect his newspaper, going to the chip shop with flip-flops. Somehow, it's not as sexy. Somehow, it's not as nice. When English people wear it, it's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm sorry to any English person that listens to this that wear flip-flops, but it is gross.
Yeah.
It's gross.
There's no reason to wear them anywhere, certainly not in London or anywhere else in the UK. I don't think there's any reason.
Or
if you're in a swimming pool, whatever. But
well, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's like the minute there's a bit of sunshine, man, in London in particular, you get them all fucking putting them on, but no one wants to see it.
Yeah.
Or, and if you are going to do it, at least have a pedicure and make yourself look nice.
Exactly, yeah. Not your little stumpy hobbit feet.
Or if you like, oh, no, I can't even think of it, don't It'll put me off my red wine. Fucking hell. It might be fun, though. Like, I suppose hearing... We've spoke about some icks of ours, and I think, to be honest, they're pretty justified. But shall we listen to some other people? We could listen to some other people's icks. Yeah. So we could play a few. Let's see if we can relate to them. Let's see if they're justified. Are they weird? Or are they actual icks? I don't know. So should we roll the first one?
Let's give it a try.
Let's hear the first one.
If they have an Android.
If they have an Android? Why is that?
It's just gross. They just, it's not very nice.
Alright, so, little scenario. You're on a date, whips out an Android.
No, I'm going.
I mean, that's justified, isn't it? Fucking Android. Does anyone still have Androids?
Yeah.
There's some people that don't like iPhones.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't.
I've got to be honest, that's a big gig for me as well. If I went on a date with someone and they pulled out a Samsung, I don't want to know. I think that's fucking justified. iMessage or anything like that, have you? On an Android?
Well, but nowadays people use WhatsApp.
Controversial opinion, but I actually can't stand WhatsApp.
Really?
I do use it because most of the people that I know use it, but I prefer iMessage.
Yeah.
And AirDrop and things like that.
Yeah, those are really handy. Yeah, those are really handy to have.
And iTunes and things like that. Apple Pay. I don't want Android Pay. If you're going on a date, if you're taking me on a date and you whip out Android Pay, I'm like, no, sorry. No, I agree with this guy.
Okay.
I think that's perfectly justified.
Okay.
What about you? Would you date an Android user?
I don't know. I don't think I'm just not as observant enough to notice it. Like, especially if you start dating someone I don't know if I'd necessarily see their phone on the first date. If they pulled out any phone on the first date to start like texting or chatting to someone else, then I'd be pissed off.
Oh god, people must hate me then, because I do that all the time. Wherever I am, if it's on a date, if it's with friends, if it's at a restaurant, I'm on my phone. Yeah. I'm a walking ick. Anyway, no, I like that one. Kudos to him. I think that's correct.
Oh, yeah,
Shall we hear another one?
Let's hear the next one.
Let's hear the next one.
People that take 2 steps at once when they're going up the stairs. Yeah. Not for
Never.
Me.
Why is that?
Where have you got to be?
I do that sometimes.
I'm sorry, it's a no.
I
don't know about that one.
I mean, I just think that man sounds like a bit of a prick, to be honest. Like, what's the problem with that?
Yeah.
I always take 2 steps when I go upstairs. Because it's not where I'm going. Firstly, it ain't your fucking problem where I'm going. Like, why are you asking and why are you being so fucking nosy? I'm running away from you. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking those 2 steps because I want to run away from you fucking weirdo.
Don't be stood next to the...
2 steps?
Why?
Again, who's that observant about steps?
My elderly mother can only do 1 step at a time. Like, if you're young enough to be able to do 2 steps... Fucking fill your boots.
When I first heard that though, I was like a bit like confused as to what he meant. Like, I thought he meant like you putting like hopping up the stairs like 2 feet at the same time. That I find weird. That
would be weird.
Like galloping. If a man just galloped on a date, I'd find that weird.
Yeah.
If a man's doing like taking 2 steps up the stairs, come on. Like, no wonder you're fucking single, dude. I hope you don't listen to this podcast. But no, I don't think that one's weird at all.
I disagree.
I think that's just really fucking stupid.
Exactly. Yeah, I disagree with that one. Yeah.
if you're getting pissed off about me taking 2 steps, then I'm not the one for you.
No, exactly. Yeah.
But let's hear the next one.
Get longer legs.
Someone who is rude to like someone in a customer service job.
God, yes.
Someone who's like rude to a waiter. Even if you're rude to the person in Mackey's, I will not like you.
Yeah.
What, I hate for him to meet me on a fucking night out then? Fucking hell! God, if he hates people being rude, he fucking hate me. Well, I would be the biggest ick for that boy ever, because I'm rude all the time, and especially when I've had a few drinks.
Well, I did have this before, I said this before, but equally, I don't know if that's what... I don't think that's a thing that you have a problem with, because you're not automatically rude to people. No,
I'm not automatically rude to anyone.
If someone does you wrong...
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I don't care if it's
and that is justified.
If it's a fucking waiter and you're rude or you piss me off, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, and that is totally justified. That is totally justified.
But I don't think that man would like me very much.
No, I think there is a justification to be rude to some people in customer service. But if you're like that automatically to someone without any rhyme or reason, which you put in their face, but I don't think it's true for you.
I am. I am.
You're not that bitch.
I am that bitch. I am that bitch. Anyway, moving on before everyone realises how much of a horrible narcissist I am. Let's hear the next one.
Let's move on.
My ick is visible plaque on teeth.
Yeah, that's quite bad.
Disgusting.
That's quite bad.
That is, you know what?
Bad manners.
Just
Bad manners.
get
It's
to the
like-
hygienist and have a polishing scale.
I always used to say you shouldn't judge anyone by the colour of their skin, by their sexuality, by their gender, by where they're from. Judge them by the colour of their fucking teeth.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Don't judge someone by the colour of their skin. Judge them by the colour of their fucking teeth. Now, I make that person right. That is disgusting, and that is an ick. But again, it's the same thing, isn't it? It's just like cleanliness, right?
Yeah.
Cleanliness. I once went out with a boy, and I thought he was beautiful. Like, I fancied him for so long. And we started off as mates, which, like, we were friends. I worked with his brother, and we were just friends. But obviously there was this attraction, and I not loved him, actually. I didn't mean not love, but I was, what's the word I'm looking for? I lusted for him.
Yeah.
I was in awe of him. So we got close, and then one day I clocked the teeth, and they were fucking horrendous. And ever since then, in that moment when he smiled and I saw him up close and I saw the teeth, the magic went.
Yeah.
I agree. I think just looking after your teeth is such an easy thing to fucking do.
Yeah.
So why?
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
Visible plaque, I agree with.
Yellow teeth, also horrible. Like,
I mean, I don't even think I'd make an exception anymore. Like, if they were drop dead gorgeous and they had yellow, like, stained teeth, I just don't think I could get them. Imagine them kissing at you. Like, if you can see how bad their teeth are, they're not taking care of their mouth.
not at all. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what have you got going on in there? Like, no.
Well, that's it, because it's either a sign of, like, smoker. I'm not against people drinking. We love a drink.
But stopping that, but that's not giving me plaque.
It shouldn't
visible
stop you
plaque.
from cleaning your fucking teeth.
No, but anyway, I kind of like that one, and I kind of agree with it.
Yeah, no, I'm here for that one. Yeah, I'm here for that one.
But yeah.
Yeah, those were good. I enjoyed those.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
They were very good. So yeah, kudos to people that were kind enough and nice enough to put their icks for the world to see. But leaning into gay icks a little bit more, I know that you found some icks online, and some people have shared their icks.
They are
via text form. So I'll read them out.
indeed.
And again, like, can we relate? Just looking at my iPad, a picture of Richie's just come up. I'm like, what's he doing there? Now I remember why he's on the iPad. Right. So this is from a guy, and he says, "My boyfriend was a hairdresser and started criticising my new haircut. I hadn't gone in like a month. Then we were talking about the gym, and he said, 'So you just go there for your health?' As in, I look out of shape." I don't understand that. Did I read that wrong?
No, so I think it's about, like...
So you just go for your health? Oh, so he's saying that he just goes there for his health and not to look good.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a bit of an arsey thing to do. Like, do you know what though? I probably wouldn't want to be with someone that's obsessed with the gym, like, and stuff like that. I can't stand people like that. I like to go to the gym, but I'm not obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I say this now. I hope our personal trainer's not listening to the fucking episode.
But it's the same thing about the hair, the mention of the haircut. Like, I know he's a hairdresser, so he's probably got more of an opinion, but don't throw shade on someone.
Is 4 weeks that bad? Like, that's about the right amount of time for someone to... I don't know. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck him off.
Sounded like an arsehole. Ditch him.
The next person's just been really blunt and honest in a one-liner, and is complaining about his wealthy family drama. I'm assuming that he means his boyfriend. That's from Gary.
Yeah.
Listen, if they've got family drama but they're wealthy, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Fucking put up with it. You want the money? Fucking put up with it.
That's it, exactly, yeah.
Now, I can't... I almost feel nervous to read this one.
I think I already know which one this is.
So this one... I mean, his name he's submitted as another lost Jew. But then he's wrote... when he told me he wanted to be gangbanged by Nazis. Now, I'm a bit suspect of this now I've read it. I mean, if someone's telling you they want to be gangbanged by Nazis, they're probably not the one for you.
What I would hope it is, and I'm trying to find.
What, like some fetish?
No, it's more of like he was trying to make a joke, and it's just been a really bad joke, and it's landed really badly.
But when is saying that they want to be gangbanged by Nazis ever going to be a joke?
No, I know, but like if you want to try and look outrageous and like, oh, this will be funny. Like, no, but that is still, it hasn't landed. If that's on your first
I hardly think
date,
engaging in sexual intercourse with a bunch of Nazis is anything that's going to be light or funny.
Exactly. No,
I mean, I'm a little bit suspect about that one, but I imagine it would be quite the conversation piece.
I mean, they're all gay anyway, so.
What, Nazis?
Yeah.
They still around?
You have some like.
What, like modern Nazis?
Yeah, you have modern day Nazis, don't you? Yeah.
Do you though? I don't know.
Probably not so
It's
much.
a genuine question.
Not so much in the
Nazis still
UK.
exist?
Not so much in the UK. I think there's still some in like the US. The US still have some.
But they're not from.
They don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not. But they're American.
I know, but they still believe in the same ideology that.
Yeah, but they're not real Nazis, then, are they?
Well, that's where it's come from.
Yeah,
they're not.
Nazis come from Germany.
I know, but it's still the same ideology.
Yeah, but they're American.
It's still the same ideology.
No, it ain't. If I gallop like a horse, it don't mean I'm a horse. I just gallop like a horse.
Yeah.
I share the same thing. I like, certain things that a horse likes, but I'm not a horse. They're
Yeah.
American.
I suppose so. I mean, I guess it's maybe called something else, but I think, they still use the swastika.
Are they not just like... I can't remember the name now. I'm thinking of the American History X film.
Fascists.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Look, we've spoken too much about Nazis.
Let's move on.
The focus of this podcast has now been about Nazis. Anyway, if there's any Nazis that are listening...
Tell us, do you still exist?
No, yeah, but no, please don't listen to this podcast.
Well, because I'm a Jew.
Where everything...
Half
Well,
Jew.
A, because you're that, and B, I don't agree with what Nazis did to the Jewish people in the world, so I don't want to listen to this podcast. Although, please like, share and subscribe. We need it all. I'm joking.
Your
no.
money's still good here.
See, now I've just completely gone against what I said about making jokes of Nazis. God, we need to shut the fuck up. We're going to be cancelled. Well, as you said, we don't agree with it.
No, we don't agree with
Anyway, this next guy, we spent too long about that. Next guy, he's just wrote young gay Brit. Great, love it. I brought a guy home for sex who was absolutely gorgeous, but afterwards he put his clothes back on and he went sock, shoe, instead of sock, shoe, shoe. And I couldn't stop thinking about how weird it was. Now, I agree with that. I think that's fucking weird. Like, sock, shoe is not something that I could ever do. Like, I just don't understand why people would do that.
I see, now I'm questioning what I do.
I never, ever put sock on, then shoe on, then sock on, then shoe on. It'd be 2 socks as I'm getting ready.
Yeah, to be
2
fair,
shoes.
I think I would put 2 socks. I think I would, but it's not to say I have never done it.
So you're just sitting there, like, with 1 sock and shoe on and completely barefoot.
Yeah,
ready
no,
to steal the
actually,
other one.
no,
I
I
just
would.
find that weird. Yeah, I agree. That would be.
I think
that would be an ick
weird.
of mine as well.
Yeah,
That would be an ick
I think
of
that
mine.
would be an ick. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I would. He said afterwards he put his clothes back on, so they did have sex.
Okay,
fine. Well, you got what you wanted. Didn't
exactly.
you?
Yeah,
Come on.
make him sling his hook after.
Next one. Oh, this is quite similar. This is like along the lines of the sexy voice notes that we were talking about.
Okay.
This one says, a big ick of mine is being ridiculously loud in the bedroom. Like, I get it, we're having sex. I don't mind moaning or the fuck you're sexy talk. But we're not in a porno. You're trying to let the neighbours know exactly what's going on with no need for an imagination. So this guy is narrating their sex like David Attenborough. Like, that would be a bit of a turn off.
Yeah, it would be.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'd have to tell this person, shut the fuck up.
I mean, some people like pillow talk, but you're right. You don't want it to be like
Zayn Malik's song, isn't it? Pillow talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What is pillow talk though?
It's like,
is that when you're like I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's something to do where like when you're in bed with someone and you're about to have sex, or also like the talk you have during sex. I think that also is classified as pillow talk.
I don't think that'd work for me. I don't think that'd work because usually I'm on my belly with my head being pushed into the pillow. So I'm not quite sure pillow talk would be on the cards for me, if I'm honest.
Even if they were screaming, fuck me daddy, fuck me daddy.
Well, my face would be like... I don't do that one. I told everyone that. I'm never face down. Well, sometimes.
Well.
Pillow talk. See, look, this is going to shit this episode, isn't it?
But it's true. I would agree with that, because if they were like too much. There could be too much talking. Learn when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Read the fucking room.
Yeah.
And don't tell the neighbours that you're being fucking...
Know your audience counts in the bedroom as much as
They don't want to know you're giving her a facial or him a facial.
Exactly.
Stop. Anyway, the last one is... Well, this is just an easy one. When they pretend to have a masculine voice and then the purse falls out on the second day. That happened to me once. Not that, but I went on a date with a guy and he was like this uber, like mask guy. And he pulled out his wallet, but a pair of nail clippers and lip gloss fell out. And I was like, or lip balm, whatever it was. I was like, come on. What are you taking fucking nail clippers and lip balm on a date for? At that point, I was like, it didn't quite put me off, but I did look at him and think,
yeah, why are you carrying that around with you?
Yeah, are you sure you're a top?
Yeah,
Who carries lip balm and fucking nail clippers on a date?
Yeah, I think that kind of also connects. Well, the voice note bit connects to the voice note bit that we talked about earlier. Like, don't try and put on a voice like deep and gruff, and then you turn up, you're like a little Twinkie boy.
Oh my god, this is totally unrelated, but can we please talk about that trans lady on YouTube? Your mother, your brother, your sister, your fucking uncle, your cousin. We need to next week's episode.
Yeah, we should
got to
include
slot
that
in. That lady,
giving us life.
Being so proud of being trans and so proud of being who she is, gets into a row in a shop and fucking goes for it.
Lays
I fucking love that woman.
She was.
Don't know why it just came into my head. But, that's gonna be straight after the intro music next week.
Yeah,
we're gonna go straight into
we'll play that. Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, yeah. So obviously there are just a few gay icks. But
yeah.
Do you think gays ever ignore red flags? Like, have you ever ignored a red flag? I have. I know I have.
Yeah, I definitely have.
My ex, I doubt he listens to this. I mean, a couple of them do, but not.
Yeah.
The one that listens to this a lot. This is not him. Used to make me pan. I told you this before, haven't I? Like pan my bedroom.
Oh yeah.
Pan around my house when I'm on FaceTime to prove that nobody was there, because he believed that I was somehow maybe sleeping with somebody else, and then he would time my journeys from my house to where he lived, which is in a completely different part of London. But if the train broke down or fucking the tubes weren't working, I would be late. But that was a massive stress, and he would accuse me of being up to no good, which actually wasn't the fucking case. But looking back now, I wish I fucking was.
Yeah.
Because he was an absolute twat.
Yeah.
Absolute twat. And he was probably doing that because he was up to no good.
Yeah,
it's always the fucking way. So
exactly.
But I've definitely ignored red flags because I put that to the side.
Yeah.
Now I remember once, he used to. I think I said this as well. He used to come to the toilet with me. I used to have to go to the toilet while he was in the room. He'd come to the bathroom.
It's just so manipulative.
I know.
They're so controlling.
Who would have thought as well? My other ex-boyfriend, even contacted my friends at that point and was like, what's happening with Ronnie? This isn't him. He would never put up with this.
Yeah.
He wouldn't stand for this. And I didn't. Eventually.
Yeah.
But I did. I definitely ignored him.
Yeah. I think we do. Some people like to be in couples and need to be in a relationship. Not like that you're intertwined, but some people need to be connected, and you kind of put up with it because it's what you're in. And hey, I that should never be the case. You should never feel like you have to tolerate someone.
Don't you sort of that Karen hairstyle?
I've got to say,
so we're talking serious stuff here. I'm just I get distracted so easily.
I don't like this
Karen
flapping
hair.
in my face.
Well, it's not the first time I've heard that.
I meant the hat.
That's an ick of mine, flapping it in my face one fucking time. Anyway, less serious talk now. But yeah, gays do. I suppose
we do.
You do ignore them if you know that they're seeing someone else, or you know that they've got a good friend that they're always with, or it could be anything.
Yeah,
it could be anything. But gays probably ignore it. But just looping all this back together. You did find a video which is quite funny, which I think does sum up
massively so
many of my experiences and many of the encounters that I've had with gay men over the years. So let's play it and let's see if anyone can relate.
100%.
I met the hottest guy last night. He's 28, 6'2", has a wife, full head of hair. And
wait, what'd you say?
I know, no thinning at all. Can you believe it? He said he's on trial next week for arson, and I was like, are you kidding me? He's a lawyer too? I'm obsessed.
No, I think he's a pyromaniac.
Oh no, he's a Sagittarius, I asked. Look at this mugshot of him and tell me you are not in love.
Mugshot? That's a huge red flag.
Oh, is that the wrong photo? Sorry.
No. Oh
is
my
that him?
God.
He told me his last relationship ended because he cheated, and I was like, okay, note to self, don't play board games with him.
No, he cheated in the relationship.
Oh, I don't know that one. Is it fun? He's literally the sweetest. Like last night at 3 a.m. he texted me, you up? And I was like, are you kidding me? He's always thinking of me. And he goes, you're so hot, Marissa, and follows it up with, whoops, sorry, wrong person. And I'm like, oh, sure, wrong person, you know?
Your name's not Marissa.
No, I legally changed my name after that. So he goes, I'm going to jail for 10 to 15 years. And I go, stop playing hard to get.
Yeah, that's not what he's doing.
You're not going to get rid of me that easily. So he tells me he has 3 girlfriends. And I'm like, no way, all my friends are girls too. Like, all of them.
my
We have
God.
so much in common.
He's literally the sweetest, and he was like, are you up at like 3 a.m? I'm like, yeah, you know why? I've been in that situation before where I've been that fucking guy where, you know, they've had a night out, they want to carry on, they just want you to, they want to see you to fuck you.
Yeah.
That's so, I can relate
But
to that
all
so
of these
much.
things you like, it's funny, but it's so true as well, because like you hear what you want to hear.
You turn a blind eye.
Yeah, you turn a blind
He's
eye.
on trial for arson. I'm like, oh my God, he's a lawyer. I'm like, no,
He's married.
fucking hell.
Yeah, sometimes we can be a little bit. We can be not maybe superficial is the wrong word, but Kate can be a bit superficial.
Is there a fine line between being naive and just being fucking stupid? Like, some people are just so hot, you're just like, oh, right then. Like, yeah, he's married, he's on trial, he's got mugshot, he calls me at 3 a.m. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But I think everyone can relate to that to an extent.
Oh yeah, everyone's been in that situation.
Everyone has been in a situation where they don't want to admit the truth, or they don't want to see it for what it is.
Yeah.
But that's the reality of the situation, right?
I agree. Yeah. No, that's very well said. That you took that was good.
Well, keeping with like icks and stuff, courtesy of Urban Outfitters, with the Get the Ick game, we thought, you saw again. Gang shopping, which I fucking hate. You saw this and you thought it might be quite fun.
Yeah.
Because it ties in quite nicely with this. But we did say that we would pick 5 icks from this pack. So essentially it's a game where there's loads of icks on cards and you have to kind of guess which one of your friends or whoever you're playing this game with can relate to these icks, right? So I picked 5 for you and you picked 5 for me. Now I must admit, I found this one quite hard because you're so much more laid back than I am. Like I'm not laid back at all. But yeah, I think it'd be good to read them out.
Yeah,
and be totally honest and transparent. Like if you can't relate to it, and you think that you wouldn't be icked by it, say it.
Okay.
Do you want me to start?
Let's start with you. So yeah, this is a nick of mine apparently.
Well, again, like it's hard. Like I don't think that these are some of them. But again, this is quite. It's quite ties in what we were saying. They insist their Android phone is better than an iPhone. Now I know from the conversation we've just had, it's not an ick for you because you.
Well, I might agree with, because like I do use iPhones. I've used iPhones for a long time. I'm kind of committed to the Apple world.
But would it be an ick though?
I wouldn't be It's not an ick for me that someone else has an Android, but if they're trying to convince me that an Android is better than an iPhone, then yeah, I'd kind of be a bit like,
right,
really.
You're just trying to make me feel better.
I would agree. I would agree with that. I think that would annoy me. That would annoy me.
Okay, go on, hit me.
Okay, so my first one. You heard them say amazeballs unironically.
No, because I always use that word.
Do you?
Even at work, yeah, I always use that word.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I never heard you use that word.
Listen, I fucking love the word amazeballs.
Okay.
No, definitely not. I love that word.
Okay, well, that's wrong on that one.
Yeah, I always use it in emails.
Okay.
Or Teams.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I never see you use that word, but fine.
I don't email what Teams use.
It's funny because the one on the back is about unironically using emojis, which I know. Anyway.
I love emojis. I don't like reaction emojis.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that. Someone reacts to a text message.
Anyway, that was a B-roll. Over to you.
This one. Hear them say "woo" on a roller coaster.
Yeah, no, that's an ick.
Well, it's because you don't fucking like rides.
I wouldn't be on the roller coaster in the first place.
So I'm partial to a ride. I've been ridden as well. God. I overshare on this podcast. I overshare.
Right, my next one. They've used a Snapchat filter in one of their dating profile pictures.
Oh, yes. That is a fucking massive ick of mine. I don't want to see... just in general, actually. Not just even in
no
dating
filters,
process.
just, yeah.
I can't stand people that use filters.
Yeah, I got that one
can't stand... nothing on my social media is filtered. There might be some times where I look like a bag of shit with bags under my eyes because I've been out the night before and I'm taking a photo for a reason, in which case maybe I'll blur my eyes a little bit just to take away.
But that's not a filter.
But I don't put filters on.
Yeah.
Never put a filter on. No.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't want to look at you unless you're going to walk around in permanent sepia. I don't care. Like if you're going to walk around in permanent sepia filter, then maybe we get to know each other.
100%.
If that's what you like on your dating
100%.
profile, then you turn up and you don't look like that.
Yeah, there's nothing worse.
Next one. They cycle into work in head-to-toe lycra.
Yeah, no, that's a nick. I hate cyclists.
I know. I remember in the first episode, I think the very first rant you ever had was about cyclists.
I did. It's probably my only rant.
Nearly 6 months ago that was. Yeah, no, it's usually me, isn't it?
And if you're one of these lycra wankers, no. Can I just say, and I'm not going to say where I work, but my friend Lisa will testify to this as well. There is someone in our office who cycles to work and has a lycra outfit that they wear that they then decide to take off, put on a coat hanger and hang up on the coat rack next to the desks.
I bet that stinks.
No, just no.
No, you've been sniffing it.
No, it does stink. I've not been anywhere near it, but it's disgusting.
Oh no.
Get in the bin.
No.
Yeah, that is an ick of mine, yeah, massively.
This next one, because these are double-sided, right? The next one, this isn't an ick that I chose for you, but it says they kiss with their eyes open. My ex-boyfriend, he used to be obsessed with kissing with our eyes open.
That's
obsessed with it. Not only would he'd be obsessed with kissing with our eyes open, he would like to feel you breathing in each other's mouths. Yeah, massive ick for me.
God.
Massive fucking ick for me. I think it's fucking weird. I don't want CPR. I'm not trying to have CPR while I'm making out with you. Why do you need to breathe into my mouth?
That is weird.
Why do you need to breathe into my mouth while we're making out? We're about to have sex. I'm not having a heart attack.
Yeah, that is weird. That would give me the ick as well.
Anyway,
okay.
go on, hit me.
My next one. They own a live, laugh, love sign.
Oh, yeah, it would be an ick.
That sign.
It would be an ick for me. Like back in the day when I was like 10 stone heavier, I did have a top that said that. Okay. And it also said live fast, die young. And I just thought it was the best thing ever. But I was like 20 stone overweight, fat boy, pale, nothing. I just looked terrible. So yeah, 2010 me would have disagreed with that, but 2023 me, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Fucking
okay.
So the next one's just easy. They walk really slowly.
Yeah, that does walk. That is one of mine. That would piss me off. I'm gonna save that one for the last one because I think that's a funny one. This is an ick. They clap when the plane lands.
Listen. Anyone, just people on planes piss me off anyway. Like I don't even want to be on a plane. I hate flying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would piss me off.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking Ryanair flight, isn't it?
I mean,
whatever it does when the fucking.
I've only ever flown them once. I never. Twice.
God, I fucking hate Ryanair.
Yeah, awful.
I'd rather pay like £500-600 more.
Yeah.
To not fly
100%. Yeah.
Well, this next one, I struggled with this one, so I don't know if this is an ick or not, but they ask you to take candid photos of them laughing. Because I know some people do that.
Candid photos of you laughing.
So the people they were like, I'm gonna laugh, and then take a photo. It says, look, I'm having a great time, and they start laughing, and you take a photo of them laughing for their Instagram.
I would. That is probably an ick because if it's going to be staged, if you got a staged laughter, then you're not having a good time. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're all fucking idiots that do that.
Yeah, if you've got a staged laughter.
I know a few people that do it.
Yeah, no, I that would be an ick of mine.
The only other one on the other side was seeing them jump into and try and fit into a pair of skinny jeans, but that happens to me all the time.
So my last one here, and I think you've told this to me before. They strongly identify with a Hogwarts house. And I think this might relate to...
I was with someone for a couple of years, and I had to put up with that. Not just Hogwarts House, but everything Harry Potter. Oh, it drives me fucking insane. So yes, that is a fucking ick of mine.
So I think we've done pretty well.
I'm not quite sure. Out of the one ex-boyfriend that liked the Harry Potter stuff and the other ex-boyfriend that used to go to the toilet with me, which one I hated more, to be honest? Hogwarts or being followed around? I don't know.
We go. Well,
At this point, I think I would take going to the toilet with me. I fucking hate Hogwarts.
Well, I think we did pretty well there. I think we know each other pretty well.
Kinda, yeah. We
Yeah.
kind of like we would. If this was a game show, we probably wouldn't win.
And I said like, I agree. It is tough for me. Like I'm not easily wound up.
See, I didn't look at all of them, but if I look at them, I guarantee you they're probably about 4.
Well, I did start with a pile of 10 for you. To be honest,
Yeah.
I whittled it down.
All right, enough about red flags. You taught me something this week.
I
that
did.
I didn't know.
So this year, apparently, it's been a big thing in the social media world about beige flags, and it's become such a popular thing on social media that the Oxford English Dictionary decided to make it one of its nominations for the word of the year. And it's not quite a red flag.
Can you pour me some red flags? Oh, can we just appreciate before we go into beige flags? I'm in my red wine era now.
You are, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't really like red wine before.
Winter months.
But now I can't stop drinking it.
Winter
I'm
months
fucking lush.
require.
I'm like a fucking lush. It's like when I finish this podcast later and I say goodbye to everyone, I like the fucking Joker from Batman, all red wine up my face.
Oh, no, I'm not going to be that wanker.
Have we really drunk the whole bottle of red
Yeah.
wine? Jesus Christ.
Well, we normally get through 2 bottles.
God, it's a
of
Monday
wine.
morning. It's a Monday morning and we're drinking this. This goes out on Monday morning, but we're not knocking the bottle away. This is not filmed on Monday morning. God, the power of editing, eh?
There we go.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Enjoy.
Yeah, just to clarify, I'm not an alcoholic. This is filmed of an evening. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Go on. Sorry, beige flags.
But yeah,
I
so
can't believe that's been nominated for. I was going to say Woman of the Year, Word of the Year.
Word of the Year. It didn't win, but
Good.
The one that was not much better. But anyway,
What was the word that won?
Riz, which is now short
What?
for charisma. So if you go on a date with someone and you don't like them, apparently they've not got any riz. It means they've got no charisma.
Say it again.
Riz, R-I-Z-Z.
No, I know how it's I know how it spells. Just say it again. Riz. Don't you would nominate it. You wouldn't have nominated that for Word of the Year.
No, I would not have done.
Well, God, he's got all the riz. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
No, I kind of like these new like platty jubes.
Yeah.
Because he lives.
Although there was one that was really inappropriate. What?
I don't know. I can't remember. There's so many now.
There was one that I was like, oh, why are you abbreviating that? I can't remember what it was though.
Oh, do you know what? This is an ick. This is an ick. Someone I know calls cocktail cockers. That fucking drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fucking horrible.
There's another word they
Prozzies. Prozzies for Prosecco. Do you know what you're saying? You can't say, oh, let's go. Now listen.
Going out for a couple of prozzies.
Yeah, if someone says to you, oh, do you know what? I've got a really good idea tonight. Let's have a few drinks, then we'll go out, have a couple more prozzies, and then we'll go home. I'm like, do you know what you're fucking saying? Is it a thing?
Some people have not got a fucking Scooby.
You can't call Prosecco prozzies.
No, you can't.
Well, not from where I live anyway, because it means a very different thing. But yeah, anyway, beige flags. Well, we'll get to this part eventually, won't we?
But yes, beige flags is a thing now apparently, and it's not quite like red flag. It's not quite green flag. Well, I think it's basically something that could be a green flag, but it just shows you a bit boring.
It's just things that just like annoy you rather than icks or red
it's like,
flags.
for example, someone is very good at getting this around and knows, you know, the exact timings of the Elizabeth line trains.
They sound like someone I want to be with. If they know the Elizabeth line, if they know that, girl, I'm fucking terrible with stuff like that. So, can you, whoever that person is, can you please contact me, DM me on Instagram. Anyway, yes, so yeah, beige flags. But you found, again, I can't take any credit for this episode, it's all you. You found some beige flags, which enlightened me because I didn't know what they were. Yeah. And I suppose some I agree with, some I don't. Yeah. And the reason why I'm reading out all your work, I'm not taking credit for it, it's just the iPad faces me. But yeah, this is not my episode, this is your episode. So, let me just pull them up. So first one is, my husband hums all day long, mainly to deck the halls no matter what time of the year it is. Now, I would agree that is probably a beige flag.
Yeah.
However, I can't stop humming. Or the new one that we love, we were dogging. We were dogging.
Yeah.
Fascinating Aida. Fucking obsessed with them.
Yeah, I recently discovered them. They were great.
I'm going to be on work calls this week and I'm going to be like, we were dogging. I can't say that in front of people. What'd you get out to at the weekend? Nothing. We were dogging. We were dogging. Fucking hell. But yeah, that is a beige.
We have to learn the lyrics to that.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably play that on the piano.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Easily play that on the piano. This is just literally just...
Yeah, it was two chords, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, please go check Fascinating Aida. Right? It's just 3 women that are just fucking brilliant.
Yeah, they were. I've just discovered them thanks to you, and they were hilarious. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is a beige flag. That's not nothing. That's just something that's a bit annoying.
I think I'm guilty of that. I hum, whistle, all sorts.
I think everyone does.
Yeah, but as well as a really annoying song, you know, I won't say what the one before was, but Little Miss Jocelyn was.
Oh, fuck's sake! I'm gonna be thinking all that night. I've got what's the time? We're actually recording this. It's 11:30. I'm not going to sleep. Anyway, moving on. For some inexplicable reason, my significant other is capable of closing kitchen cupboard doors. He leaves them open all the time. You know that scene in The Sixth Sense when Cole is sitting at the kitchen table and every cupboard or door and drawer is open? Welcome to my life. It's both creepy and hilarious. Now, I would go as far to say that is, yeah, I would say it borders a little bit closer to the red flag than the beige flag. I couldn't live like that.
With all the cupboards open, yeah, that's annoying.
Just fucking close it!
Yeah.
Fucking
it's not hard
it.
to do.
I suppose about a similar thing like that, it would be something that I would probably do, which is a beige flag people, is I leave my clothes everywhere.
Well, no, like, I think that's... I don't think that's a beige flag. Like you always say, like, you know where things are. That's the important bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Yeah, that's just annoying, isn't it? So yeah, I'm learning what beige flags are. It's making me feel better about myself, to be honest. If someone tells me I'm a walking red flag, but no, beige flag. I'm a walking beige flag. I'm not a walking red flag. Don't put me in that category. I'm beige. Next one. This is from Anonymous. I was going to do what Leanne does. This is anonymous, so we'll call you Shirley. No, we're not doing it. We don't want to be sued. We don't want to be sued. This is from an anonymous writing. My partner clips just the edge of his toenails with the clippers and then rips off the rest, and he claims it's to prevent ingrowing nails.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, that is disgusting.
I mean, at least he's cutting them, I suppose.
Well, yeah, he's clipping them, but then ripping it off. That can't be nice.
That can't be good for you.
I think, yeah, that's just annoying. No, it can't be. I bet it's a horrible feat. Don't wear flip-flops.
Although that also makes me think of the people who cut their toenails and just let them the toenail clippings ping out everywhere, and you end up shedding on them. Oh, they used to piss me off.
Look at this. I get so distracted. It's like a pair of balls in your face. Anyway, next one. And finally, I've been with my boyfriend for over a decade, and he would rather eat glass than put the new toilet paper roll on the dispenser. He'll put it on countertops, the floor, the side of the tub, anywhere anywhere but it actually goes. I do that. You do that. Yeah, my mum fucking hates that. We used to get in many rows back in the day over that because she'd go fucking crazy.
But then this brings me back to the question of, like, you know, we talked about, do gays ignore red flags? Are these red flags that people kind of ignore to a certain degree? I mean, they're not the worst.
I don't think it's a deal breaker, though, is it? Like,
no.
I don't think that would stop you from being with someone.
Yeah.
I think it is a beige flag.
Yeah.
Just don't fucking stop doing it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Anyway, the last one from AXJ66 sounds like a dating app. It's a heterosexual couple, or it could be lesbians.
Okay.
She compulsively reorganises everything every few months. So sometimes when I'm putting away groceries, I randomly have to figure out all the new places she's picked for the green beans or the pasta. Now, I relate to this. I am a creatively messy person, I'd like to say, but it fucks me off when people tidy up because I don't know where it is now. Like, if I want my hyaluronic acid for my eyes, I know it's down on the floor by my drawer. Why you pick it up and put it up there with all the cosmetics, I don't know where the fuck it is. Stop tidying my fucking house. I know where things are.
Yeah.
It's messy how I like it, right? Don't like it, fuck off. I agree with this. I'm not the most organised person.
Yeah.
At all. I am in like aspects of life, but not in terms of like belongings and stuff like that.
Organised chaos, I think they call that.
Yeah.
A mathematical term then.
Yeah, that is a bit of a beige flag, but I kind of relate to it. I do kind of relate.
But yeah, hey, it all goes to show that, you know, one person's thing that they have to do for whatever reason is another person's absolute turn-off, right?
Absolutely. And
Absolute
that's what
turn-off.
makes us all different. Anyway, on that note, enough about flags. I think we should wrap this up.
Indeed.
But yeah, thank you to everyone that consistently listens and supports. Thank you for helping us trend in the United Kingdom. We do really appreciate it. Thank you for the mentions, likes and subscribes. Please continue to do so and tell your fucking friends to do it as well, because otherwise this is all pointless and we're not going to make any money. But we do appreciate you, and as always, please head over to all platforms now, not just Spotify.
Exactly.
Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Audible, the whole shebang.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
And we haven't posted for a while, but we will. But you can catch us on TikTok at
RBTW official.
And keep your eyes peeled and your ears open, because we might, I literally stress the word might, be doing something in person very soon.
Indeed, so watch this space. Keep listening. Keep
listening, and yeah, if you want to get involved, then that might be possible.
Indeed.
But yeah, we'll say goodbye, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Indeed.
Which will be 1 week in 1 week time. Anyway, bye.
Bye.